Listen. Everyone should have a name of their person. I highly recommend you don't share it. If you never played before, if you don't have one, come to me after. I highly recommend you don't share it. People are going to be like, hey, tell me your name. And you're going to think, oh, this is cool. It's Tommy. I'll tell you that thing. And then you're dead before you know it. So just be careful with that. Second of all, here's a couple things. Get on the group me for Sock Wars. If you don't have a phone, make sure your parents are on it. Make sure your parents are on it, okay? If you, it's on Sock Wars 2022 because it's on group me. Okay, your parents do that. They're on it. So get your parents into it, or ask us for the ask your sponsor how to get on it, or ask your group leader. Okay. A couple rules, real quick. If you're jumping in a car and someone's trying to hit you and your foot's still on the ground, you're outside. Okay? You got to be in the vehicle or in the house. So if I'm running in and one of my feet is outside, yeah, you're out. It's hard to figure out otherwise. Does that make sense? If I'm inside and Tommy's outside and I'm trying to kill Tommy, I can kill him from the inside. So I could be in a car, drive by, and hit him.
Tony, is that because one part of your body is outside?
Yeah. There's just a lot of situations where this matters. Like if I'm walking into a doorway and Owen's inside, Owen can be inside and hit me when I'm outside and I'm out. As long as the person that's being hit is outside, they're outside. Does that make sense? For you, you have to get into the house. Okay, you have to get into. That's when you're safe. You have to get into the house. Not door shut, just into the house. All the doors are going to be open, and all the garages are going to be open. There's a lot of doors.
What happens if somebody's claiming that they hit you, but the door wasn't shut, but you're saying you're in the house?
Door doesn't need to be shut. If you're across the threshold, you're good.
But what if the other person's saying I got you before you crossed the threshold?
We have judges for that. And then here's the thing. Let's say Owen gets here early, gets inside, and decides he wants to go out and hunt his person outside. He can't do that. Okay? Because he's too free out there. If you want to stay outside and play the game, you're exposed too. So if you want to get in and just be safe for the night, get across the line. Does that make sense? If you want to keep playing outside, stay outside.
You can't come in and out, in and out?
It creates a really weird thing. You don't like that?
How do you get someone from the inside? You said someone inside, someone outside.
Once you are in, oh yeah, the backyard is safe. Backyard will be safe. Once you're in. Actually, what happened last year? That's right. This is actually really helpful. This is really, thank you all. Here's how it works. You got to get in, period. You got to get in. And if you want to chill out and not play the game, go in the backyard. If you want to keep playing, you're wide open in the front yard. Does that make sense?
Sorry.
All right. Last thing. If your group meets outside in the spring, you're fine until your group leader dismisses you. Does that make sense? And your group leader, don't take advantage of that thing.
Come on.
And you obviously, real quick, you have to do your own killing. You can't hire somebody else to do it. I don't know. Question? You have to do your own killing. Yes. We're almost done.
I remember last year there was like school zone.
Stop. Yeah, you have until you get into school, so when your parents drop you off, when you get into school, you're fine. On your way back out to your parents' vehicle or to the bus, you're fine. If you skip a bus and skip your parents' vehicle and you have an after-school activity, and now you're just hanging out at school, that's when you're no longer fine. Does that make sense? It's roughly 3:45, but it's the spirit, not the letter. Does that make sense?
No.
It's to get off campus. If you get off campus at 3:30 and you go somewhere else and it's 3:44 and you get hit, you're out. You got off campus. We're trying not to disturb the schools. Does that make sense? We're not trying to say 3:45 is the deadline. Does that make sense? Okay, yeah.
Are we allowed to get them during youth?
Not, once people are in, they're youth, the kind of game stops until youth is over.
Okay.
But like, if you're here at the beginning of youth, absolutely, that's where a lot of things should happen. You can run through the garage door, you can run through the side door, you can run over here. You gotta get across the line. Now, for people that don't even know how to play, real quick, this is important. If I have Nathan, I have to have a sock roll up inside of a sock. I'm gonna keep that on me. My goal is when Nathan is outside to sneak up to him and touch him with the sock, not smack him across the face. My goal is to touch him with the sock. Hey, listen. Some of y'all don't know how to play. I'm going to explain this. So if I touch Nathan with the sock, he's out. Okay? Now, if Nathan hits me first, he's not going after me, but he knows I'm coming after him. If he swings the sock and hits me, he's got immunity for 24 hours. I can't get him. Does that make sense? Nathan's job is to try to get Lily and so on around the circle. No one knows anyone except who's in front of them. You don't know who's hunting. Someone in here has your name. They're going to be trying to get you tomorrow at 6 a.m. The first kill last year was like at 6:02 or 6:01. All right? Kendra, gone. She's been waiting a year for this moment. Yes.
Wait, who has it? Eli. Oh,
Don't tell people that. All right. So, listen, here's the other thing. Okay. Here's the last thing. Tommy's got a website with everyone's face on it, except for a couple people we don't know. And that way you can look at your person if you don't know them. It's a good way to get to know people. You can see their face and their name, but you're going to post it out on the software group meeting. Okay?
There are some pictures missing. If your picture isn't up there, send me a picture, or Tony a picture, or Chris a picture, or Kendra a
Any other
picture.
questions before you leave?
Okay, so I know that you win by like either it gets to the last person or you have the most kills. So like I know that if I kill someone, I don't have to tell anyone that I killed anyone, and that way they don't know who.
You don't have to tell
But, like,
anyone.
do I need to tell you?
You
so
got
that you can keep track?
the rules say you have to tell me when you kill somebody, and second, you get 5 points for every kill, okay? And you get negative 10 points if you die. So there, yeah. So you get points by killing. So you can kill 8 people, die, and still win the game. Does that make sense?
Can you win by inactivity? I mean, once someone's inactive for a couple weeks, can we just?
No, everyone's in. Everyone's in. If you go out of town for 5 days or more, you're out. If you go out of town for more than 5 days, you're out. Yeah.
So, is there any
It's not in the summer, y'all.
is there any boundaries around school events?
Like
There's
Yeah, just because I know people will ask. Is it if you're outside, you're fair game? Doesn't matter where you're at.
There's currently no rules around school events, but on the Group B, I can throw. There's a couple wrinkles we're going to throw out this year. There's ways to speed up the game, and so you got to pay attention to those things. And if there's something I think is just chaotic, I might come in and call a pause. Does that make sense? I'll say this event is safe or whatever. Yeah.
So if you're at school or you're inside,
If you're at school, don't worry about it between 7:45 and 3:40. Just don't even worry about it. We're trying not to be on property during school events. Yeah.
Is it time or just offensive? Is it time?
So like, let's say you're not at school or somewhere else.
He's saying if it's 4 o'clock, or we tell him to stop.
Yeah. If it's past where you would have left, like it's 3:45 roughly, because that's when all the buses and traffic pick you
Well,
up.
buses can go on campus from Midtown.
Then that's fine. Then that's
Go,
Then
go,
get off
go,
the bus.
go,
and
go.
They're live again. They're live again. If you're gonna ride from Midtown to North, and now you think your parents are driving. Hey, this is your question. This is gonna be your question, y'all. Please, go.
so like off campus, it's not on campus, but it's during school hours.
You're fine. You're fine.
If you like, what?
Like if you like get out of your car and like try to make it to the backyard, can you just like hit everybody you see?
Yeah, you can hit anyone you want to hit. Yeah. Question. If you're related to your person, you gotta be careful. Listen. There's a lot of family members. There's a lot of friends. It is what it is. It's a game, right? Immunity, like I said, you get hit 24 hours. 3 more questions, we're done. Luke.
What is that website that you were talking about?
It's going to be on the Group Me. If you're not on the Group Me, you got to get on it. Ask Tommy. it doesn't help you, but like, let's say I'm your person and you come up and hit me on the back and hit a lot of people, then you have gotten immunity from me. So if you want to hit people, like then you're safe from them. Yeah, Mike.
So the school thing, really quick, just to revisit. You're safe, like the easiest way to say it is at school, on a school day, you're safe from 7:30 to 3:45. Like,
Kind of when you're dropped off to when you're picked up.
But can I get
So
mine?
buses
dropped
sometimes
off
are
at
late,
7:15,
and what
you're good.
happens? Yeah, you're fine. The problem is what happened last year is the buses would be late and everything would be chaos because it's 3:45. No, it's to get off the property. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Can I get Mike during the workday though?
Yes, of course. You can get any adult anytime. There's no rules for adults. Eli, question.
What about oral present?
Yeah, watch out. Go.
Whenever they're getting off the bus, or new time to work campus, there's no way they can't get off the bus without you. How does that work?
All right, they should be allowed to get to their car. Same thing. You don't think so? If you get off the bus from Midtown, you can get to your car. That's it. Otherwise, you're like.
What about if you're work campus, like Kristen or Jamie?
You're fine during the school. All right, that's it. If you have other questions, just like kids. I literally, adults are not. You can't get a Christian when she's walking between classes. That's not fair. All right, Noel. One last question.
Sorry, if you die, can you still
If you die, can you what? No. If you're dead, you're dead.
Oh.
And how you play when you're dead is you're technically not, like you're out of the game. Obviously, you can still talk with people, learn things, all that stuff. But you're out. All right? All right, that's it. Good luck tomorrow. 6 a.m.